So good morning students, we will be continuing with our next lecture of current electricity. We are covering this current electricity na chapter number 3rd. So you have done the equivalent form of Ohm's law. Ohm's law is V is equals to IR, but you have done equivalent form of Ohm's law. That is equals to J is equals to sigma into E, where J is current density and sigma is conductivity and E is electric field. So this is the equivalent form of Ohm's law. So our target is to find the value of this conductivity today. So from where we will start? We will start from, that if a conductor is there of area A, suppose a conductor is there of area A and N is the number of charge carriers which is having charge density as N is a charge per unit volume, charge density, charge per unit volume. So what is the amount of current flowing in a conductor? You know that. What is the amount of current flowing? Amount of current flowing in this conductor, what is the amount? So I is equals to NEAVD. So this is the amount of current flowing in the conductor. So what is this? Number of charge carriers per unit volume, charge on an electron, area of the conductor, drift velocity of the electrons. So you can also write that the VD is drift velocity of electrons. Okay, and we know what is the drift velocity. Drift velocity value is VD is equals to EM upon tau. So this is the value. So this is the value of a drift velocity. It's minus EE for electron upon M into tau. Drift velocity, we have done that. Okay, so this is number 2. Put the value of VD in 1. Put value of 2 in 1. So you will put the value of VD, NEA. What is the value of VD? The value of VD is E on M into tau. We have started from this concept sigma into E. So we need current density in order to find this conductivity. So this is third. Okay, current density. What is the value of what is current density? So current density is J, the current flowing per unit area. So this is 4. So you will put the value of this 3 current in 4. Okay, So J is equals to, what is the value of current? N E A E M tau upon area. So area will cancel with area. Okay. So what will happen? N E square E M tau. So it will become, so what will become? It will become J is equals to N E square tau E upon N. So we have got the value of J. Look at the value of J. J is equals to sigma into E. J is equals to this thing into E. So this is E, this is E. This is J, this is J. So what is the value of sigma? So the value of sigma is equals to N E square tau upon M. So this is the value of conductivity, and you know resistivity is equals to inverse of conductivity. So what is the value of resistivity? It's opposite. M will become upside N E square tau. So this is the value of conductivity. It can be used in a numerical, and this is the value of resistivity, where N is the number of charge carrier per unit length in a conductor, E is the charge on an electron, tau is the relaxation time, and M is the mass of an electron. Okay, so this is what we have done. We have found out the value of this conductivity. This is also given in the NCERT, so we have to do this. So how we have started? We have started from the equivalent form of Ohm's law. J is equal to sigma into E. So then we found the current, then we substituted the value of drift velocity in current. We got the value of current this. We then got the value of current density. Area cancel with area. So what is J is equal to this into E. This relation is similar to this relation. So this is equals to sigma. Sigma is this, and conductivity, resistivity is equals to 1 upon conductivity. So this is done. So this is our first topic today. So second topic we are going to do, make the heading limitations of Ohm's law. Limitations of Ohm's law. So this is ohmic behavior. Here V, here I. A linear graph like this. So this is ohmic behavior. Okay. So first limitation is, the Ohm's law means the potential difference applied across a conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing in the conductor, but temperature and pressure should be constant. The condition is temperature and pressure should be constant, but the fact is that the every conductor, this is a ohmic behavior. The fact is that every conductor shows a non-ohmic behavior. This is ohmic behavior. Every conductor will show the non-ohmic behavior at a very low temperature and at a very high temperature. So both at a low temperature and both at a high temperature, every conductor will show the non-ohmic behavior. So this is the first limitation of Ohm's law. It does not apply to every conductor at each temperature. So every conductor show non-ohmic behavior at very low or high temperature. both at low and both at high temperature. Because in the definition Ohm's law, you know now, temperature and pressure condition should be constant. They are mentioned. There is a component used in electronics, its name is diode. You are not aware of that. It is also used in transformers. This component is also used in chargers to step down the voltage from 220 volt to 5 volt. The charger we are using for the charging of mobile, they are stepping down the voltage, means they are compressing the voltage from 220 volt to 5 volt. In that we are using a component. Transistor is a component, resistor is a component, same way diode is a component. And the behavior of diode is like this. Here it's voltage. If we give the voltage to the diode, the current will increase in this manner. So the diode is a component which does not follow the Ohm's law. So not every conductor follows the Ohm's law. Okay? Diode also show non-ohmic behavior. So these are some of the limitations of Ohm's law. This has been already done. Okay. So these are two limitations. It's a theory question. You must be aware of that. It's also given in the NCERT. So third concept is today the carbon resistors. This is new topic, carbon resistors. You know what is a resistor? It is a component that provide resistance in the circuit. Resistor is an electronic component. Which provide a resistance to the flow of current. Okay, so and it is made of carbon, so that's why its name is carbon resistor, and it is made of carbon. Okay, suppose a current is flowing in the conductor and the value of current is too high, and suppose we want to decrease the current, so we will use the resistor in the circuit to decrease the current, because it will oppose the flow of current. What is resistance? Property of the conductor by which it opposes the flow of current. So when you go to the market, you buy a resistor like this. It's like this. There are 4 rings like here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 rings are provided on the resistor and they are of different colors. 4 rings of different color are present. On resistor. So what information is given by these 4 rings? They provide the rating of the resistor. You are buying a resistor of 100 ohm, you are buying a resistor of 200 ohm, you are buying a resistor of 300 ohm. So this is a rating. This you can calculate the resistor is of 100 ohm or 200 ohm or 300 ohm by looking at the color coding. This is known as the color coding. If we know how to use this color coding, we can find the value of resistance. It is used to find the rating of resistance. Rating means the value of resistance, whether it is of 100 ohm, whether it is of 200 ohm. We can find with the help of this color coding. Rating of resistor. How it is used to find, we will study. Okay, so this first color, this is second color, this is third color, and after some space there is a fourth color. So this first color, it will also provide the first digit of rating, first digit. This second color will provide the second digit of rating, and it will provide the order. I will give you example how. And fourth color will provide you the tolerance. What is this tolerance? I will explain you. What is this tolerance? So first make a graph. I'm going to give you a reason, color graph, how color coding is being done. So like this, remember this B.B. Roy of Great Britain okay, has very good wife. B.B. Roy, okay, Great Britain, very good wife. B.B. Roy, okay, B.B. Roy, like this, B.B. Roy, Great Britain, okay, very good wife. I have to make it a heading upwards. B.B. Roy, Great Britain, very good wife. Okay, B for brown, B for black, first B for black, then for brown, red, O for orange, Y for yellow, G for green, B for blue, B for violet, G for grey, and W for white. So this is colors. Then you have to write the number. So this number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then there is a order. So what is its order? 10 is to power 0, 10 is to power 1, 10 is to power 2. First of all you write, I am going to explain you what is this. 10 is to power 4, 10 is to power 5, 10 is to power 6, 10 is to power 7, 10 is to power 8, 10 is to power 9. And there is a exceptional graph of tolerance. A fourth color is gold, suppose, and a fourth color is silver, and a fourth color is no color. So what is the tolerance? 5% is the tolerance. Silver 10% is the tolerance. No color 20% is the tolerance. So first of all you make this graph. Okay. Suppose they have given you a resistor. Example, how to calculate the rating of a resistor. Okay, they have given you a resistor. Suppose this is the first color, this is second color, this is third color, and this is fourth color. Suppose first color is green, okay, this is blue, okay, and suppose this is red and it is silver. So how you will calculate the rating of a resistor? First of all, this first color will provide you a digit, second color will also provide you a digit, and third color will provide you a order. Okay, and fourth color will provide you a tolerance, plus minus tolerance, like this. So green is the first color. What is the value digit of green? 5. So 5 is the digit. So what is the second color? Blue is the second color. What is the digit of blue? 6. So what is the order of red? Red order is 10 is to power 2. So what is the tolerance of silver? 10%. Okay, now what is this? 56 into 10 is to power 2, positive negative 10%. Afterwards you will write ohm. So this is the rating of a resistor. This is also a digit, this is also a digit. This will provide you the order, this will provide you the tolerance. Tolerance का मतलब ये होता है कि 10% ज़्यादा भी दे सकती है और 10% कम भी दे सकती है. मान लो इसकी 56 आ गई, कंपनी ने रेटिंग क्या बढ़ाई है? 56. तो आपको उसने लिख दिया भी टॉलरेंस 10% है. टॉलरेंस मतलब 56 से 10%, 56 का 10% ऊपर तक भी रेसिस्टेंस दे सकती है, 56 का 10% कम भी दे सकती है रेसिस्टेंस. तो इसके बीच में वेरी करेगी, इसलिए हमने लिखा है प्लस माइनस. तो ये मतलब वेरी होगी, थोड़ी सी ऊपर भी जा सकती है, जितनी एक्चुअल वैल्यू ये नहीं है, इससे थोड़ी सी ऊपर भी हो सकती है, इससे थोड़ी सी नीचे. जितना टॉलरेंस कम होगा उतना ही रेसिस्टेंस अच्छा होगा. अगर टॉलरेंस का जैसे नो कलर आ गया तो इट्स अ बैड रेसिस्टेंस, अच्छा नहीं है वो. अगर गोल्ड का है तो इट्स अ गुड रेसिस्टेंस, और महंगा भी होगा गोल्ड वाला, इट इज़ कॉस्टली. सो दिस इज़ अ वे ऑफ, फर्स्ट कलर का पहला डिजिट होता है, दूसरे का भी डिजिट होता है, तीसरे का ऑर्डर होता है, चौथे का टॉलरेंस होता है. दिस इज़ अ वे ऑफ कैलकुलेटिंग रेसिस्टेंस. ओके, so this is done. This is known as color coding of resistors. Color coding of resistors. You can note down this table. B.B. Roy of Great Britain has very good vibe. So next topic is combination of resistors. So next topic is combination of resistors. So in you know what is a resistor and how we can combine the resistors. This we have already done in 10th also, and now we are also going to done in plus 2 also. In which ways we are going to combine the resistors. Suppose you are having a resistor R1, okay, and you are having a resistor R2, and you are having a resistor R3, okay, like this, and they are combined one after the another like this, and they are attached to a battery. Okay na? Some current is flowing. Suppose 100 current is flowing. Current means some charge carriers are flowing per unit time. Suppose 1000 charge carriers are flowing through R1. 1000. They 1000 have flown. Then 1000 will flow from this. 1000 will flow from this. ऐसा तो नहीं है अभी 900 होंगे, क्योंकि वो ख़त्म तो ना, तो चार्ज को डिस्ट्रॉय किया जा सकता ना क्रिएट. इट इज़ कंजर्व्ड. चार्ज इज़ कंजर्व्ड. अगर 1000 इसमें से फ्लो हो रहे हैं तो 1000 चार्ज कैरियर ही इसमें फ्लो होंगे पर यूनिट टाइम में, और 1000 ही इसमें फ्लो होंगे. तो दिस मीन्स व्हेन वी आर कंबाइनिंग द रेसिस्टर वन आफ्टर द अनदर, इट इज़ नोन एज सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन. रेसिस्टर्स आर कंबाइंड one after the another. ओके, अगर 1000 चार्ज कैरियर पर यूनिट टाइम इसमें फ्लो हो रहे हैं, 1000 इसमें, तो क्या हो रहा है? सेम करंट इज फ्लोइंग. ओके, इफ आई करंट इज फ्लोइंग थ्रू दिस, आई विल फ्लो थ्रू दिस, एंड आई विल फ्लो थ्रू दिस. सो सेम करंट इज फ्लोइंग इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन थ्रू ईच रेसिस्टर. Same current is flowing through each resistor connected in series combination, connected in series. Okay, R1 resistance, I is the current, so we have to do some work in order to move the charges. So what is that work done? Work done in order to move some charges, what is that? That is potential. So this will have different potential because its resistance is different, so work done will be different. Its resistance is different, so work done will be different. V1 is the potential across R1, and V2 is the potential across R2, and V3 is the potential across R3. So what is the total potential? The total potential will be calculated by, if we employ a voltmeter here across end A and B, we will get the total voltage. That will be equals to, V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. We will get the total voltage. So different potential difference will exist across each resistor. Resistance is different, so we have to do the different work done in order to move the charges. Different work done in order to move the charges. What will be there? So potential will be different. So different potential will exist across different resistance in series combination. Different potential difference. So please write down this thing. So different potential difference will exist across each resistor in series. Okay, so total potential is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. And if you want to calculate the current, you can connect a ammeter here. So I is flowing through each circuit, every resistor I. So I will flow through ammeter. Okay, you know Ohm's law, V is equals to IR. Okay, so what will be the value of V1? I is same R1. So what will be the value of V2? I will be same R2. What will be the value of V3? I into R3. By Ohm's law, calculate the value of V1, V2 and V3 and put in relation 1. Put V1, V2, V3 value in 1. So total V is equals to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. So what is the total V? If we reduce this circuit to a simple circuit means like this. Suppose this is a battery. Okay, this is battery and current I is flowing in the circuit, you know. And if we go to market, we are bringing suppose 10 ohm, 10 ohm, 10 ohm. Suppose he is giving us 10 ohm, 10 ohm, 10 ohm, 30 ohm ना. We say भी हमें एक ही दे दो, तीनों की जगह एक ही दे दो. तीनों की जगह अगर हम एक ही रेजिस्टेंस ले आते हैं, उसको कहते हैं इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन. सपोज उसने हमें एक ही रेजिस्टेंस दी थी RS. सो दिस इज नोन एज इक्विवेलेंट. इस सर्किट का ये सिंपल सर्किट है. अगर हम तीनों की जगह एक लगा दें तो वो RS होगी. इसको कहते हैं इक्विवेलेंट सीरीज रेजिस्टेंस. If V is the voltage across this circuit and I is the current flowing in this circuit and R is the equivalent series resistance, so V is equals to I into RS. So V is equals to I into RS. So RS the equivalent series resistance. तीनों की जगह अगर हम एक ही लगा दें तो एक ही मतलब है. ठीक है, जैसे हम क्या करते हैं, कोका कोला की 3 बोतलें ले आए, आधा लीटर और हम एक ही बोतल ले आए 1.5 लीटर की, 1.5 लीटर की, तो वो सेम ही बात है, वही चीज़ RS. I R1, I R. So I is a common, make I as a common. R1 plus R2 plus R3. I से I cancel, so RS is equals to R1. So जो total resistance in series combination will increase, they will get added up and the equivalent series resistance is going to increase. So if we connect the resistors in series now, the equivalent resistance is going to increase. Okay, so overall resistance is going to increase because they all will get added up. Equivalent resistance in series increases. Okay, so in CBSE they can ask, if you want to increase the resistance in a circuit, how will you combine the resistors? You will say we will combine the resistors in series if you want to increase the resistance. So next topic is resistors in parallel. So this is done. So first topic is resistors in series, we have done. So next topic, make the heading resistors in parallel. Resistors in parallel. So how is the way of connecting the different resistors in parallel? Okay, it's very simple. You have already done in 10th class, but again we are going to do it. So you will take a resistor like this, R1, R2, R3. You will connect there like this. Means this is A, this is B. All A's are connected to a single potential, and they are also connected to a same potential. Next. Okay. So positive potential exists here, negative potential exists here. So same positive will exist here, same negative will exist here. Same positive will exist here, same negative will exist here. Okay. Suppose current I is coming. So I will get how many path? I will get 3 paths. Either I can flow through this side, or either I can flow through this side, or either I can flow through this side. So I is coming, it can go through this also, this also. So current gets divided. Suppose I1, I2, I3. Okay, but potential difference is same, positive and direct connection with the negative. So this is also having V. So this is also having potential difference of V. It is also connected with the positive and it is also connected with negative. It is also having a potential difference of V. It is also connected with the positive, it is also connected with direct negative. So it is also having a potential difference of V. So different current is flowing in E. So first of all, make a heading resistors in parallel. The common end of all the resistors is connected to one terminal of a battery and other common end is connected to another terminal of battery. So current is going to get divided. So different current will flow through each resistor. So first point is different current will flow through each resistor. Same potential difference will exist across each resistor. R1 is also having a potential difference of V, R2 is also having a potential difference of V, and R3 is also having a potential difference of V. So same potential difference will exist across each resistor. Okay, so by diagram I is equals to divided into three ways: I1, I2 plus I3. So by Ohm's law, what is the value of I? V is equals to IR. So what is the value of I? I is equals to V upon R. So what is the value of I1? V is same, R1. So what is the value of I2? V upon R2. So what is the value of I3? V upon R3. So put this value I1 here, I2 here, I3 here. Okay. So I'm going to put the value. So I'm going to raise the theory part. Now we will do this derivation concept. So I is equals to V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. Same way, if I go to market, I will say get me a equivalent resistance of these three. A shopkeeper can give me a single resistance that is equivalent to all these three resistors, that is Rp. Suppose this is the battery, same battery, okay, which is providing the V voltage, and I current is going there, and there is only a single resistance is giving me, which is equivalent to all these three resistors. So this is known as equivalent parallel resistance. Rp is known as equivalent parallel resistance. So what is the value of Rp? So V is equals to I into Rp. So what is the value of I? I is equals to V upon Rp. So put this thing here. V upon Rp is equals to V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. So this V, all they are going to cancel. 1 upon Rp is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So equivalent parallel resistance is going to decrease because it is 1 by this, 1 by this. It is means it's getting decreased. 1 by 2 is less than 2, like this 0.5. So equivalent resistance in parallel, if we are going to means connect the resistor in parallel combination, the equivalent parallel resistance is going to decrease. Equivalent means overall, जो टोटल उन तीनों को जोड़ के एक रेसिस्टेंस बनेगी वो कम आएगी. इक्विवेलेंट पैरेलल रेसिस्टेंस विल डिक्रीज. और डिक्रीज भी होगी और कम होगी. तीनों, अगर ये 10 है, 10 है, ये 10 है, ये 20 है, 30 है, सबसे छोटी कौन है? 10 है. 10 से भी छोटी आएगी. And will be less than the individual resistance, will be less than individual So individual resistance. And it will be less than the individual resistance. So this is a concept in parallel combination. You have to remember what is same in series combination. Current is same in series combination, but potential different across each resistor is different in series combination. So what is same in parallel combination? Potential difference across each resistor is same in parallel combination. What is different in parallel combination? Current across each resistor is different. So the resistance is going to increase in series combination and resistance is going to decrease in parallel combination. Equivalent series resistance is going to increase and equivalent parallel resistance is going to decrease. So this is all for today. So you have to write these notes on your fair notebook, and I will send you some numericals also. So hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.